Hey, I'm Princess the Goddess. Welcome to my channel. What's up? What's cracking? Sensual lovers from all over the globe. How are you doing tonight? Okay, so this is the last video of this series, of the All About Penis series. November is coming to an end, and we will be moving into a new month with a new theme, okay? And next month's theme is going to be, not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to come over to the website if you want to know. So go ahead. The link is in the description. Go ahead and hit the link. Go over and sign up for the membership. There's a free membership. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? Come over, play some games. You know, win some raffles, some prizes. The next raffle drawing is going to be in December. Okay. So for this last video for this series, you know, I just want to go ahead and bring it home, and I wanted to do a video for the people, okay? For the people. You have spoken and I have heard your cries, and this video was a request by one of the YouTubers on one of the recent videos that I did. So I said for her I would go ahead and I would do this video, okay? So this video is all about circumcised penises versus uncircumcised penises. Like, what is a circumcision and what is the difference? What's my preference, you know? So I figured I'll go ahead and I'll cover this topic, and you know, to go ahead and just wrap up this month's penis thing. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you about penises, okay, that are circumcised and uncircumcised is circumcision is more of a visual thing. It can be a religious thing. It's not necessary. And it's elective. So when you're in the hospital and you have a son, you know, you can have your son circumcised, or you can also opt to not have him circumcised. Or you can do what they're doing these days, which is a what they call like a mild circumcision, where they take off some of the skin, but not as much as they would normally take off. So that's first, you know. That's what a circumcision is. You know, the doctors go in when the baby's born and they take off a certain amount of the foreskin, exposing the glands, the glands, exposing the glands, and you know, just taking away all the extra skin at the top of the penis. So that's what a circumcision is. And once it is done, it does look different. Let's say it looks like a tree branch versus an elephant trunk. Hope that makes sense. Oh, no. A banana versus a fist with a sleeve on it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that foreskin is very pronounced. You can see that foreskin, and it covers the entire top of the head. It makes it disappear. It completely swallows it, and it looks like a green bean in a, yes, a green bean, or peas. Yes, a green bean. Looks like a green bean. It's got that little tip on the end, you know, so that skin comes over the top of the head, and so that's what it looks like if you've never seen one before. So that, I just tried to explain that to the best of my abilities. So I hope I did a little bit of justice. I don't know, but anyway, so that's what it looks like. And But that's when it is flaccid. Once they become erect and the penis starts to grow, that skin starts to fill in and disappear. And so then it looks the same. An erect penis with, foreskin, or without the foreskin at the tip of the penis looks the same. In my opinion, it looks the same when it's erect. But you can definitely tell the difference when the guy is flaccid. You can tell. There's no question. You know what it is when you see it. Okay. So if you don't think you've ever seen one, you've never seen one. Okay. You've never seen an uncircumcised penis, because you would know. Anyway. So yeah. Now, being circumcised or uncircumcised does not really do anything to a man's penis size. If he is not circumcised, he might look a little thicker because of the extra skin that's there, but your penis length is your penis length. There's no advantage or disadvantage to having the skin or not having the skin when it comes to the penis size. Now, when it comes to sexual activity, being circumcised or being uncircumcised can matter for some people, because there is definitely a difference. For example, ladies, so let's say you're used to being with men that are circumcised, and so when they're flaccid, you can still see the head of their penis. And let's just say, you're feeling real frisky and you want to give him a blowjob, but he's flaccid, right? You do that, and his head is there and everything. There's no extra prep really that you have to do to him, because his penis head is easily accessible. So you can go in and go to work. But if he was uncircumcised, you would literally have to, get his penis and then start pulling the skin back, and hopefully he cleans it well, because if he didn't, then there's stuff in there. I'm not bagging on my men with uncircumcised penises, because that's a choice, or maybe you didn't have a choice in the matter, and that's just the way it is. But we have to acknowledge the fact, just like women, when women go to the bathroom and they wipe themselves with tissue that rubs off and stays in the folds of their labia, it's the same thing. So it's nothing to be embarrassed about or anything like that. It's just that is the upkeep, the attention that you have to pay to your penis, because you have skin that will hide things that you need to get off of you. That's all I'm saying. Okay, man? I love y'all. I love you. I love you. I would never hurt your feelings. Come on, man. Anyway, so but yeah, so that could be, a thing, having to go and find the penis head, it's just an extra step, not necessarily a bad thing. But it could be for someone who doesn't want to do that. I know, ladies, we try and keep our vajayjays nice and clean and fresh, and we try not to put soaps and perfumes up there, because it will throw your pH off and have you all messed up. Well, see, when you have an uncircumcised male, he has to literally go by the same regimen you go by, because if he does not, and for some reason he doesn't clean very well, and he gets some soap or some perfume stuck under the folds of that skin, and you guys engage in sexual intercourse, you just opened yourself up to a higher risk of some type of infection or something like that. Because the foreskin is holding things. It's hovering things. And so that guy has to be really, really adamant about making sure that he is completely cleaning that part of his penis. It's not only a risky or complication for the female that the guy would get like some soap or something like that caught in his under the foreskin of his penis, but also by the male having that extra skin on his penis, he is now 50 to 60 times more likely to get an infection because of all of the buildup, the dead skin buildup in the oil that gets in there under the penis head and gets trapped in the folds of that skin. So he also becomes more susceptible to infection. Now, as far as sensitivity is concerned, so there was a study done in 2011 that stated that men who were circumcised self-reported that they experienced way more orgasms than men who were not circumcised. So these were men who were circumcised. They said that they experienced more orgasms than men who were not circumcised. And I don't know if I believe that. One, because it doesn't make sense, but two, also the study the next year in 2012 came back to question that and to say, hey, no, that's not right. So anyway, it has been my experience that a man who is not circumcised is way more sensitive to stimulation than a man who is circumcised. And let me explain why. A man who is circumcised, so that means the man who has had that surgery done at birth to remove the foreskin on his penis, and you can see his penis head, that his penis head is constantly rubbing on fabrics, his clothes, different things like that. So over the years, the skin, builds up this tolerance to stimuli to protect itself. It's like getting a callus on the bottom of your foot if you do a lot of ruck marching or running. It's your body's defense mechanism to make you stronger. And so over the years, his penis is rubbing up against his underwear, desensitizing the head of his penis. However, you have the man who is not circumcised, whose penis head is always covered and protected by this extra foreskin. That penis head never sees the light of day. So when you apply some type of stimulus to it, it only makes sense that the man whose penis head has been protected and covered from any stimuli would be more sensitive than the man who has a penis with no skin. So I'm gonna let you think about that for a moment, And I mean, we have to use our minds and our brains here at some point. But yeah, that only makes sense to me. And it has been my experience that is what it was. And the last thing that I want to point out is that a man who is not circumcised is naturally lubricated. The foreskin allows for natural lubrication to take place, whereas a man who is circumcised does not have that foreskin and it has his penis head out and it's all dry and up against his clothing. Now, as far as preference is concerned, do I personally prefer circumcised or uncircumcised? For me, there's no preference. For me, when I was with someone whose penis was uncircumcised, he was very neat, he was very clean, so it was never an issue, it was never a problem. There were no extra steps for me, so it wasn't a big deal. So I honestly, I don't, from my experience, I don't have a preference. I don't prefer one over the other. But for you, you know, maybe you like men who come nipped and tucked and clean, or maybe you like men who, you know, look proud in the sleeve. You know, maybe that's what you like. I don't know, but that's if that's what you like, that's what you like. So what? So that is my video on circumcised versus uncircumcised penises. What do you prefer? Leave your comments below, ladies. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video. Make sure you subscribe to, I can't talk. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure you come over to the website at www.sensualinnovations.com/welcome. I will leave all my social media contacts in the description, and I will also leave the link to the couples event in the description as well. I am your personal intimacy coach and consultant and adult entertainment provider. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.